Today, we're diving into the mind. It's this amazing little card game where you and your friends have to, well, basically become telepathic to win.
So let me just ask you, can you read minds? Because to win this game, you're really gonna have to try.
The Mind is a cooperative game, which means you all win or lose together. It's for 2 to 4 players, and a full game is super quick, usually around 15 minutes. In the next few minutes, I'm going to teach you everything you need to know to play your very first game. So first things first, what's the objective? Simple. Your goal is to become one single mind with your team. Here's the core of it all. Your team has to play every single card from their hands into one central pile, going from the lowest number to the highest. And the catch? You can't communicate at all. No talking, no secret signals, no gestures, nothing. So how do you get started? Let's talk about this setup. It's really easy. Okay, so the game actually scales based on how many people are playing. See, with 4 players, you have to beat 8 levels, and you start with 4 lives. But with just 2 players, it's a much tougher climb. You're trying to beat 12 levels with only 2 lives to start. The one thing that's always the same, though, is you always start with 1 throwing star. The setup itself is super fast. Step 1, put your life and star cards out where everyone can see them. 2, stack the level cards in order with level 1 right on top. And 3, shuffle the number cards and deal them out. For level 1, that's easy. Everyone just gets 1 card. All right, let's get into the good stuff. Playing a level. This is the heart of the game. Remember this phrase, ascending order. It's the golden rule. You are always trying to play cards into the middle of the table from lowest to highest. Now, before each level, there's this really cool little ritual. Everybody places one hand on the table to sync up. You just concentrate, you feel the moment, and when everyone is ready, you all lift your hands together. The round begins, and it's completely silent. So let's walk through a turn. Imagine everyone is focused. After a few seconds, one player just gets a feeling. They're pretty sure they have the lowest card, and boom, they play a 17 in the middle. Okay, so 17 is down. Now what? Everyone waits. You're all just kind of feeling it out. Then, after a short pause, another player feels it's their turn and they play a 28. So far, so good. The last player waits just a little bit longer and then confidently plays their 55. And just like that, all the cards are played, they're in the right order, the level is complete. You did it. But you know, it's not always going to go that smoothly. So what happens when somebody messes up? Let's say a player puts down that 28, but somebody else was actually holding a 17. The player with the lower card immediately yells, "Stop!" When that happens, your team loses one of your precious life cards. Then anyone who was holding a card lower than the 28 has to discard it. Now, what if you're feeling stuck? That's what the throwing star is for. Any player can suggest using one just by raising their hand. If everyone else on the team agrees, you spend the star, and then every single player gets to discard the lowest card from their hand face up. It's a great way to clear the air and get back in sync. So how does this all wrap up? Let's quickly go over winning and losing. It's actually super straightforward. Your team wins if you beat all of the levels you're supposed to for your player count. And, you guessed it, your team loses the moment you have to give up your very last life card. The game does give you some help along the way, though. As you beat certain levels, you get rewards. For instance, after you beat level 2, you get a new throwing star. After level 3, you get a life back. These little bonuses can be absolute game savers. And if you and your team can somehow manage to push all the way through and beat that final level, that's it. Victory. You've truly managed to become one mind. Okay, before I let you go, I want to give you one last tip. This is, I think, the real secret to being good at the mind. The rulebook itself says it best. The secret is developing that collective feeling for now is the moment. See, this game isn't about counting seconds in your head. It's about finding a shared rhythm, a shared internal clock with your teammates. You'll know what I mean when you feel it. And that's really all there is to it. You are totally ready to play the mind. So get your friends together, concentrate, trust your gut, and become one.